Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Make Art with Mrs. M. You see, before you, we have some funky looking fungi, mushrooms of lots of colors and designs and shapes, all a product of one of our favorite artists. We're coming to love this lady, Yayoi Kusama, the Japanese artist who puts polka dots on lots of things. She likes polka dots on pumpkins and on mushrooms. So, one of my previous videos, I taught you how to draw her, and then I showed you how to do one of the fabulous polka dot pumpkins. And so today I'm going to show you about how to draw some of these cool shapes. If you look really closely, you'll notice it's going to be pretty easy. These shapes look like the bottoms of the mushrooms look like pear shapes. Um, the tops look like triangles with rounded corners. The top of this one looks like a peanut. It sure does. So let's give this a try. I'm going to slide this off to the side and we'll try to do the peanut first. The peanut mushroom has a line that curves up and around, almost like a really long letter C, and then it curves and goes wide again, comes up, and boom, connect. Now I think that when I miss the mark with my lines, I have to go back and smooth them out, and it doesn't matter to me that it's a little thicker here. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. I like it. There is a couple of lines that sort of meet almost right about here. So I'm going to start here with something that looks like a little frown. That's going to be the top of the pear-shaped bottom that comes down and gets wider and curves around, comes down, gets wider and curves around. Now make this meet, ding, just like that. And so again, from almost close to the very end of this peanut shape, there is a line that leads and comes down just below the top of that pear-shaped stem. And I'll do the same thing from the other for the other side, like so. Now there are lots of details and things like that, but I'll leave that for when I add color. Some of the smaller mushrooms look like they have a triangle shape, but instead of a point, it's curved. And then the corners are curved, and bring this around and curve to the corner. I'll do another one on this side. I'm going to make a triangle shape with curved corners. Voila. They also have that pear shape, but it comes from underneath. It starts right here on the edge, and I'm just going to come down wide and come back, and it narrows near the top. This one I'll make it a little bit taller and thinner, just so I can have variety with my funky fungi. Okay, let's see. There was one, let's see. Let me bring my example back. This one, the top was really big, but then it had the same bottom as the peanut shaped one. So let's try that one too. So I'll go really big with a rounded triangle shape. And then the bottom will be similar to this one right here. So I'll start with that little frown, and then I'll come down wide around, and I'll come down and go wide and come around and connect. And then I'll come close to the edge here and close to the edge there. Voila. So these are the mushrooms. The funny, funky mushrooms. And maybe I'll do another one. I think I saw one that looked like this. I'll start with the stem. I'll do that frown, start with that, come down, make it big, come back up. But this one had the top of the mushroom looked really rounded, like an oval, I think. Yes, it did. So I'm just going to do this. So I started on the right side and went around and ended right there. And I think it's had a line like this that went up and came back down and around. That's cool, right? Then that's when the fun part comes. And I'll do a couple of these. Underneath here, sometimes the lines were really thick. Like I'll use the side of the marker to make some dashed lines like this. And these are just funky and fun and really, really colorful. I try to use a variety of colors, even though we all have our favorites, right? We all have our favorite colors, but it's good. Green's my favorite, so you'll notice I start with green sometimes. These are new markers, so snapping these caps is not easy. All right. So I start wide and bring the end like close to the middle. And so it looks like it fans around. So I start wide and come close. And these are touching, actually, they're almost touching. They're right beside each other when I stop near the bottom. Oh, that looks cool. I like how that turned out. Okay, this one, I'm just going to make the lines just fan out like a spray of colors. So I'm going to make it curve just a little to the side. And then this one will be straight, and then these curve just a little to this side. I like it, I like it. Sometimes I think to myself, using marker and crayon together is the answer, but sometimes I just want to just use markers by themselves to just really get a good, smooth colored layer of colors down. But sometimes the crayons can let little white areas leak through. But I like this. One of the I was about to say pumpkins. One of the mushrooms that I saw in one of her actual paintings had like an additional color around the dots. She used a lot of dots, a lot of polka dots, a lot of variations of sizes from large towards the middle, and then they get smaller toward the side. I noticed that with a lot of them. Even with this one, it's large towards the top, and then they get smaller toward the bottom. Oh, I didn't do, what? I forgot this one. So I'll show you how I did that. So I'll start with a large dot at the top, and then I'll do like some medium-sized ones, and you'll notice I even let them touch the sides a little bit, so it looks like it's going off around the edge. And then I'll do a little bit smaller, and then I'll have room for more because they're a little bit smaller, and then even a little smaller than that. And now I can just make tiny dots. Ding, ding, ding. Like that. Very good. Oh, I hadn't noticed I had forgotten that one. Glad I came back. The background is sometimes tended to have the crackled look, just like for the pumpkin. And I haven't decided that I'm really feeling that yet. I don't think I think I like it just like this. And hey, I'm just doing art that's inspired by Yayoi Kusama, just like her pumpkins. And we like her. She's an interesting character in the art world. So give that a try. Try all of them. Try her portrait video. Try her video about making a pumpkin. And then try making some funky fungi. Mushrooms. Mushrooms. Polka dot, stripy mushrooms. I enjoyed making this video with you. Come back when we'll make more cool things. And remember, art makes you smart.